Isn't it strange how we always feel like we don't have enough time? We rush through our days, thinking about everything we still haven't done, everything we still don't have. We rarely just stop to notice where we are or how far we've already come. We spend so much of our time thinking about what's missing, comparing ourselves to others, how their life seems better, more exciting, and we forget to notice what's already here. Instead, we compare, we chase, we scroll, and somewhere along the way, most of us have lost the skill of simply living in the moment and being content with what we have. I used to live like that too, constantly chasing the next thing, always rushing without knowing where I was heading, always focusing on the things I didn't have rather than the ones that I did have. And with time I noticed I am never actually fully present, and I knew that something had to change. And some time had passed before I decided to move out here, into the Swedish countryside in the middle of nowhere, where life has a different rhythm. Here I started to notice the beauty in simplicity, how calm life can feel when you start living it with intention. When you buy less, waste less, scroll less, and start being more present instead. We spend so much time scrolling through other people's lives that we often forget to live our own. For me, living intentionally isn't about perfection. It's about balance, about these small, conscious choices, the ones that make each day feel a little more grounded and a little more meaningful. So here are 4 simple ways that I try to live a more intentional life. I stopped rushing into my mornings. Instead, I give myself phone-free time for about 30 to 60 minutes each morning to wake up slowly, to enjoy a cup of tea, a few pages of a book, a few rounds on my knitting project before the day begins. It's a small thing, but it sets the tone for everything that follows, and I honestly treasure this habit so much by now. There's something grounding about stepping outside, hearing the crunch of leaves, feeling the cold air, and remembering that the world holds so much magic, even on grey days. I do not always manage to go on long walks, but honestly, it doesn't always have to be a 2-hour walk. Even just 15 minutes can completely shift your mood and reset your nervous system. I also really started to think a lot more about how much we consume every single day, especially now that we're heading into the holiday season, when the world tells us that more is always better. And I can't help but think about how wasteful our world has become. So much buying, so much rushing, and so much stuff we don't even need. And trust me, I've been there many times as well. Often when I was feeling a little down, I went shopping. Not because I needed something, but rather because walking through the shops, seeing all those beautiful new shiny things, somehow made me happy. It gave me a feeling that once I'd bring this item home with me, I'd feel less down. But the truth is, nothing I've ever bought gave me the same feeling as this. Living slower has taught me to be content with less, to buy thoughtfully, repair, and find joy in what I already have. I always look for things secondhand first, and when I do buy new, I choose quality over quantity. Owning fewer, meaningful things has made me appreciate each of them so much more. I try to fill my mind with things that make me feel inspired instead of drained. Creating, reading, learning, all help me reconnect with what actually matters. I think this one is actually one of the most important habits for me. I've realized how easily I get caught up every single day in this circle of scrolling, comparing myself to others, and feeling like I could always be doing more and more. And I think especially since I also work with social media, setting those digital boundaries is still quite a struggle for me, but I know that it is also extremely important and essential in order to live a more intentional and sustainable life in the long run. And I honestly feel most fulfilled when I just step away from my phone and get to do something with my hands and use my creativity. And whether that's taking photos or filming videos or baking or knitting or painting, or maybe just going outside for a walk in the forest where I just listen to the sounds of nature and I don't expose myself to like music or audiobooks and really just try to enjoy that moment. I find that that's also when I have most of my creative sparks and where the ideas just start rolling. And I think creating has really become a way for me to reconnect with myself and just really take this time to just focus on me and my thoughts and just be in the moment. And I just love to try out new things and maybe find ways to use different things from nature or things that I have in my house that I don't really have a use for anymore, and then just start creating something out of this. So lately I've been trying to consume less of what other people create and just focus more on making my own things. And I'm definitely not there yet. I feel like this is a lifelong journey. But in the end, intentional living isn't about changing your entire life. It's about small, mindful choices. The way you start your day, the way you spend your time, the things you surround yourself with. It's basically about doing what matters most. So slowing down enough to really see the beauty that's already around us. And maybe that's what we all need. A reminder that we already have enough and that we are enough the way we are.